live stream. Here's to hoping that actually worked this time.
Hi.
Oh, good. That's
Hello. Can you hear us? Are we
No, we can
live?
we can only hear you, Miss Bird.
Are we available? Hello? Are we the only ones here?
No.
Hi.
Don't be like our commenters.
Hi. Hello.
I'll be like whatever I want to
Hey.
be.
Oh, it seems as if we are here.
We seem to be live. There's a lot of people that say it live.
Nate was paused on a very scary frame.
I assume that the frame doesn't actually look like that for you.
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, this is slow
It's
chat.
darker
Yeah.
Yes.
than what's on your computer.
Yes, it is.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Well, you know.
I told you it was a light.
Sorry, it's raining, so like it's crappy light anyway.
Ugh.
I'll turn the light up on. Ow. On.
His pants fell down. You guys saw that. Peter tripped and his pants fell down.
Apparently we're not ready. Whoops.
There.
Is that better?
Just a little. I can't guarantee what
Okay.
this
How's
is.
your audio? How's your video? Let us know if you have any problems.
Your audio is terrible.
My audio is
He's
terrible.
sick.
I am
Well,
sick.
stop eating them
I'm
up.
so sick right now. It stinks. But I'll get better soon.
Sick and-
So, hey, Jay, everybody. Welcome to our first live chat of the year.
Yay!
That's exciting.
It's
Well,
Is it?
2017.
Is
It
it?
is. It is.
Should
it
it
is. Should be.
No.
It is.
No. I don't want it to be.
We'll introduce ourselves. I'm
I want it to
AJ.
be 1999.
You
Hi,
see me as
AJ.
Phoenix Wright just yesterday, or maybe today if you just got to it.
Yeah. We're waiting for
That's
the
Mr.
next
Meows.
person in the line.
I'm Nate.
Hi, Nate.
Hi. What do I care about you, Nate?
Oh.
Oh, you don't.
Why should I care about you though?
Have been in stuff. If you watched Phoenix Wright, I was the judge.
Oh.
I was briefly Leighton in the
Oh.
beginning, and I was also Dr. Hottie.
Oh. Wow. You were in it 3 times. That's pretty good because you don't
3
look like,
times I dropped.
and none of your characters look particularly like the other character.
That's true.
That's good.
Hi, I'm Miss Bird.
Hi, Miss
You
Bird.
may know me as Miss Bird.
Uh huh.
I'm a bird.
I just
Yeah.
realized you guys have matching like Starbucks
Yeah, it's pretty
parody
silly.
shirts.
Mine's better. It has Godo.
It does have Godot.
Mm.
I'm Peter. I like to stay behind the camera.
Then why are you behind the camera?
So.
Get behind the camera. Go.
Have
Go
I-
hide behind the couch.
He doesn't fit back there.
You
No,
totally
I
fits
haven't
right
really
there.
No, behind the camera.
Yeah.
I
he
don't. I
wouldn't fit
definitely
there.
don't fit there. I'm too
Yeah.
fat. Have I been in a music? Oh, Gaster. Yeah, where my face was covered
What do you mean?
This
Have
year.
you been in a?
Last year.
last year.
You were
2016.
just in the Tingles song.
Oh, it wasn't the Tingles.
You're
song.
Tingle's father.
Okay, I bared all in that one. Well,
Almost.
Okay, not all.
I was gonna say, all of you is your belly button. Then yes, you bear it all. Were you in anything else though?
I don't. Like I said, Gaster, where my everything was covered.
Yeah, you weren't in
Pokemon.
Harmony. You weren't in Leighton. You
Pokemon
weren't.
Go.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. I was
Yeah.
the star of that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
you still weren't in much.
No,
That's because you don't like lines so much. I think.
no, I'm very bad.
Yeah,
at lines.
you're much better if you can do the vocals behind someone else's video. So,
Anywho,
so yeah, that's who we are.
Oh,
you guys
you're not
probably
in
knew that.
Phoenix Wright at all.
no.
No, yeah.
That's all of us are. Except you.
Because we needed that like green screen and camera stuff to be like pretty pristine,
Yeah.
and also we did sound on set,
Sure.
which we don't usually have to do. But it's a
My
big
voice
video.
is in Phoenix, right? In the first episode.
Yeah,
I yell, "Give her the chair!"
yeah.
in
That
the
happened.
background of the courtroom.
Oh, I got blue windows.
It's terrible.
Well, see, when I was saying it, I was thinking of wrestling,
Oh
where
my
you just hit
God.
someone with a chair, and then
Oh
I
my
realized, oh
God.
crap, they're literally asking her to be electrocuted.
Oh my god.
How do you associate with give her the chair with the wrestling?
What,
Like,
isn't that what?
That's-
people,
yeah.
Yeah, people yell, "Give him the chair."
Or at least they used
because
to.
I've always heard the phrase "give him the chair" as a
Oh
thing for electrocution.
no!
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's
When you
always
pick up
been
a metal
wrestling.
chair and attack
Exactly,
someone with
yeah,
it in
that's-
a wrestling ring.
Never, because I've
Yeah.
never watched wrestling.
And
Yes.
people in the crowd go, "Give him the chair."
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, if you're wrestling, but if you're in a courtroom, that's not where people go.
I mean,
Okay, fair.
I was
That's
in
fair.
A living room, to be fair,
Yeah, where does the musical take place mostly?
in a courtroom.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I was in a living
he's
room.
rowdy.
Oh
And there were
my-
chairs
shut up,
around
shut
me.
Up, shut up, shut up.
Anyway, everyone
Shut
is
up.
asking, do a Hello Neighbor musical, and we are pretty much doing
You
it.
can thank me for that.
Yes. A couple months ago, Miss Bird was like, "Yo, you should do a Hello Neighbor musical," and we're like, "Yo, we are doing Phoenix Wright."
Ah,
But
they,
we'll do it after.
they apparently you'll give him the chair in Shrek during the fight scene.
Nice.
Yeah, so that helps. We have some evidence in our favor
Yes.
that at least somebody out there thought pop culture wise,
Yeah.
wrestling and chairs go together.
Good. So anyway, totally doing Hello Neighbor. That's over.
That is-
You'll
that
see
is
it
happening.
sometime. So don't ask again. No.
Wouldn't he just make the perfect neighbor? Like he has the mustache and like the dark hair and shit. Stuff.
He has to shave his-
stuff.
I shaved my face yesterday. It
Say,
feels
how much the
better
beard does he
because
still
I
have?
don't get stuff stuck in my hair
Good.
as much.
I think he's got like a goatee kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
need a
trimmed
goatee.
Nate, not shaved.
I just hadn't seen.
I still
Oh.
advocate for Peter being the neighbor.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think Peter
I'm the
make a
scary
good
guy?
neighbor. Yeah.
You're the scary guy that's trying to
I'm often scary.
that's hiding something in his basement.
I'm the scariest.
Yeah. We'll probably do it more in the vein of like our Slender song, where it's not necessarily a scary musical, even though it's based on a horror game.
It got kind of scary at the end.
Slender? Yeah, but he turns out to be pretty nice. But then at the very end,
No,
I guess
that's
it's
when
scary.
the very end it gets
Okay.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super
Well,
spooky
that's
then.
because the beard's scary.
The beard? He's not
Beard.
spoopy.
Yeah, he
I
is.
was
No
talking
way.
about just like where he attacks the cameraman.
Oh, I thought okay when the beard comes on and it's like the woo weird crap of the camera happening. You know.
Well, he's not
static
spoopy.
stuff. Oh, he looks spoopy.
Oh,
Mm.
good. Good job, Beard.
Hmm.
Props to you. He's
So
over
anyway,
Oh.
Hello Neighbor is on the schedule. We have 2 more episodes of Phoenix Wright on the schedule. That happens first.
there. They're supposed to come out next week and then the week after.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I was rendering 330 shots last night and it crashed on shot 55. So
Ooh.
cheers to that.
So you can start from shot 55 on, right?
I mean, I could.
Would that mean that if it crashes on the next shot 55, you'd slowly make your way through all the... Okay.
So you would just have a bunch of shot 55s?
I'm not saying that
No.
they're done. Those
Yes.
were just test renders because I realized
Oh.
I had a setting wrong.
Oh,
And I
okay.
had to change the
No, no, no,
setting
no,
to just
no,
make
no,
sure that
stop.
everything was working.
Stop.
Mhm.
No, I saw a question. That was
Okay.
awesome, and
Gotcha.
I wanted it. Give it to me. I want it.
Oh yeah, you guys are allowed to ask questions, but if you do, ideally put big capital question : in front of your question so that it's a little easier for us to see. Because even on slow mode, where you're only allowed to post every 60 seconds, there's a lot of stuff scrolling by.
Yeah, that'll help us. But feel free to ask questions, and we'll ask you some back, probably.
Anywho, do you want to
Oh,
go with the first question?
Kate S. wanted to know. Sorry, my voice is so terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Here's my girl voice. How much stuff have you... I'm surprised I can even get up that high. How
almost
much
hit my
stuff
girl
have you
voice now.
broken over the course of your musicals? This is like my old lady voice.
And
Oh,
how
how
much
much
stuff have we broken over the
stuff?
course of our musicals?
Not as much as you would think. Like, not purposefully, not accidentally.
I was gonna say, like, Shovelware Wolf, we broke a lot of things, but that's not a musical.
And
I
all
broke a
that,
teacup.
And all of that stuff
True.
was intentional.
Okay, so how many accidental things did we
I
break?
don't know if that's what they're asking.
Jordan broke the ukulele.
Yep, he
and
did.
his shirt.
Yep.
He didn't break his shirt.
Well, okay.
Well, he ended up
spilled
breaking it
crap over
when we ripped it off. Yeah, the ukulele got broken when he dropped it and broke the side of it.
I don't think that was a drop. That was more like a throw.
Well, didn't he? He was supposed to catch it, and that's
yeah,
when he dropped
he
it.
was supposed to
Yeah.
catch it, and instead he sent it
fumbled it,
flying.
Yeah.
I broke AJ's butt one year.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I threw him into some cactus.
Yeah, that happened.
I'm trying to think what else we broke.
We almost broke the set of Resident Enos twice. Actually, no, we broke the set of Resident Enos, and then we almost broke it later.
Yes, that's right. We didn't tell anybody, but Enos knocked a chair over in like.
Yeah, she confirms accidentally broken stuff.
Okay, yes. So in Resident Enos, when Mark and Dodger and I are all holding hands, I don't remember if it was that scene or eating flapjacks. It was one of those
One
scenes.
of those scenes in the weird.
Yeah, in like the crystal ball chamber. I stood up too fast. My chair fell over backwards, and the whole top side of the chair was like and broke off. And we all just stared like, oh. And then we found some glue and put it back on. But I was like, ooh. Those were supposedly props donated by like Legendary Pictures. We're like, they might not like that.
Was it an accident to destroy the FNAF set?
No,
No.
that was quite purposeful.
No, it was very purposeful.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert: we destroy every set.
that's true.
Every time we build a set for
I'm
something,
gonna say my name.
it generally gets taken down.
Okay, the green screen stuff. All right.
The Sonic Boom is taken down
Yeah, we don't just leave every single set ever up somewhere.
Yeah.
We left the Sonic Boom setup though before, and then
Well,
we
for
only
2
took it down when we
years.
moved.
Yes.
But that would have been there still if we.
Which was fitting because I helped put that up.
Nice.
So, and I gotta peel all this stupid foil off the wall.
I was trying to think if we broke anything in FNAF.
I don't. A piece of a gun, probably. Yeah, Mark accidentally broke a piece of one of our guns.
Oh, okay.
I think, which is no big deal. We don't break much, not accidentally at least. Like most of the time, we're pretty controlled at what we're doing.
He did run into Nate's wall pretty hard.
True, but
Left a mark where his knee like went into the side
Left
of the
a mark.
hallway. Yes, Mark left a mark in Nate's hallway. Yeah, didn't break much though.
Yeah.
He broke Captain Falcon's holster once or twice too, but that was just kind of we didn't have a good way to keep it on. So we eventually, if you watch the Captain
I've
Falcon
never made
musical,
a holster in my life before, so
Yeah.
you know it was just
It
kind of
was
touch
good-
and go.
it was a good looking holster. It was a good looking holster, but we didn't have a good way to keep it on Mark, and Mark was way more active as Captain Falcon than we were prepared for. So like, I think he only has the gun in the holster in the bar or the restaurant. I think he doesn't wear it anymore once he gets back to anything at the house.
I mean, to be fair, it's true to character. He just has a holster. There's no gun in it.
It seems to be. Because Captain Falcon doesn't need a gun. He has his fists.
He has guns.
He has these
They're
guns.
these.
Yeah. Anyway, those are some things we broke.
Yeah.
Who wants to ask this one?
I don't know. It seems like it's sort of geared toward you.
Elfie Parker. Question: is Enos equipped with a pocket dimension for kazoos and other fun doodads?
I do think that Enos has magical pants.
That spawn kazoos?
Yes.
I mean, it's possible. How do you know he doesn't just have like an amazing stash of kazoos
Magical
on him?
pants.
Because
If only we could.
That
have
would show.
magical pants.
What if the inside of his vest is lined with kazoos?
Then it would be a bit more bulky.
and he
Maybe.
would have pulled the kazoo out from his chest
Instead of his butt.
Okay.
I think he has magical pants, or at least magical pockets. That-
Okay.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
I don't think we're
I don't
going to
know.
explore that.
I think when he summons the Hellbeast from space, he also summons the kazoos from space.
Kazoos.
Just like opens it, but it's from
But-
his butt. It's
Yeah.
like
There's no
behind him.
evidence that he does that. We would have heard the sound effect or something.
Maybe not. I mean, it's behind him.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. I think he, like Deadpool and Pinkie Pie, is just a fourth wall breaking character who has access to whatever
See,
he
also
needs
has raisins in his butt.
whenever he needs them. That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, those are small. I guess.
I was gonna say, I think he
they're
just walks around with
but-
raisins in his pocket, to be honest.
Anyway,
Because he still has them in the next house, too, to flick.
Doo-doo.
Never runs out of raisins. Good question.
Uh,
There was a question down there I was going to answer.
okay, where was it?
I mean, we've kind of talked about it before, but I think it's always a decent, and we could kind of modify it for last year. Where was it? Where was it?
I
was it
don't
the
know.
most difficult musical?
Yeah, it was. I was trying to
Okay.
find. Where is it?
Well,
Who asked it?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
I
one
always
of
hate-
you.
Well, the question was, what is the most difficult musical you've made?
Oh, I want to answer that one
Um,
eventually.
I don't like these kinds of questions because
Because it
I
requires
hate
you
the
to
word
have an
most,
opinion
and
of.
it requires you to remember things.
Uh,
The thing is that
But-
every year we make musicals, so then the most difficult musical almost always changes because we always raise the bar when we make musicals. So
I don't know.
asking what the most difficult musical is hard to answer.
I feel like traditionally we've stuck with Super Monkey Ball was the hardest musical to make. I don't know if that holds true still, and I don't like to give the same answer every live chat.
I feel
but-
like it's FNAF.
I
Oh.
think FNAF might have
Fair.
replaced it to some degree.
Well, yeah. FNAF is tough because we didn't, like Super Monkey Ball all got shot at once, like
Yeah.
3 episodes all at the same time.
Phoenix
Also, nobody
Wright
kept
might
begging for
replace
Monkey
it.
Ball.
Yeah, nobody
and
wanted.
demanding about it.
Sega
and
was the
asking
only
if
group that
Mark's
wanted
gonna
it.
be in it, and doing all sorts of other
Yeah.
death threats and nasty things.
Yeah.
So.
So I guess FNAF, because of how long it took and how many people got involved, it was pretty tough.
Uh-huh.
But when things fell in line on FNAF, like filming most of the days didn't end up being too difficult.
That's true.
Whereas Super Monkey Ball, I remember we got there and we jettisoned half the script. We went, we cannot film this many songs at this length. So we took out like one verse from each song. We're
And
like,
we still didn't finish shooting.
yeah, and then it was
So we
like,
still had a
okay,
reshoot
the
day.
sun is up, like the business is opening. We have no chance to finish this musical. What do we do? And so we had to email Sega and be like, we failed. Sorry, we need an extra day to film, and that's gonna come out of our budget, not yours. And then we had to check with the cast and say, will you guys, which was just I think Casey.
Yeah.
Will you come
I-
film with us? Well, you lived with
Well,
us.
still.
All right. Well, you were gonna be there.
We didn't have to check with you to see whether you could make it
Fair.
to
Yeah.
our house.
Maybe I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I just said make it to our house.
Well, maybe I was sleeping in that day.
Yeah,
Maybe I
Casey
couldn't
had to
make it
drive
set.
like an hour and a half or 2 hours to come finish it because,
True.
yeah, we really dropped the ball with him too. So monkey ball to me, and then we had the infamous nail gun discussions over and over again.
It's true.
Uh,
I'm surprised this one's still alive.
yeah,
Also, I apologize. I think we're all like really dead right now.
maybe a little bit. We got more
Okay.
lively when we disputed the worst musical.
Okay. Maybe I'm just unconscious and talking still. I don't know.
I think you are.
Okay.
You're the one that's dead.
Go ahead, Miss Bird. You had this question.
Okay, Jacob.
Shire.
I don't know how to say your last name. So
Try.
okay, he said it. Good job. Who is the man who played Edgeworth in your Phoenix Wright musical? I have never seen him before. That
Yes,
is
you have.
false.
Well, that might
You
not
have
be-
seen him
he
before.
might not have seen him before.
Well, if you care about any of our musicals, you probably have seen the Undertale musical, and he was Sans. So you have seen him before.
Is the
He
Fates
has
of
been.
Undertale.
He has been in another musical, and he saved our butts because our original casting flaked. And
Not for that one.
yeah, he did. You asked him to
Fates of
to-
Undertale?
to be
Oh.
Edgeworth,
Oh, okay.
and he was like, "Yeah, let me know." And then
I thought you were
did,
talking
and
about
then he never got
Undertale.
back to
I'm
us.
like, no one ever
So-
reached out to anyone.
So he saved our butts because we were literally scrambling to find somebody to come be Edgeworth.
You actually
And
saw him in another musical too, more popular
It's
musical.
true. It's true.
Yeah, if you watch, you probably thought he was Markiplier
I
though.
thought he was Markiplier.
If you, it's FNAF the musical. That was all John. That
Yeah,
was
it was
Markiplier.
John. Yep, that was
yeah, we
Markiplier.
fooled you.
That's a joke, guys.
It was a joke.
You have to be careful what you say.
I know. In Yandere Simulator, Senpai noticed me. He's the one that actually gets drowned.
I
So
drowned him.
she drowns Edgeworth in that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's been my best friend since high school.
which is why you drown him.
Yeah.
it's reasonable.
Yeah.
I probably drowned him in real life too.
Something
Oh.
to look forward
No,
for you,
just
AJ.
kidding.
You were
What?
my best friend in high school.
Oh,
So
I get to
Oh,
be
you
drowned.
drowned
I get to drown you.
Fantastic.
My best friend in high school isn't around.
Why is she dead?
No, he's just gone, and I'm not best friends anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
By the way,
Dead.
there was one question from Caitlin RC about subtitling our videos. That's fine. If you speak other languages, you can totally submit subtitled lyrics for them, or even transcripts for things like FNAF or Phoenix Wright. That's fine, and we'll try to prove them. We don't keep on it very well, but we love when fans do it. So,
Oh, there we go.
foreign encounterers from other countries, help us out.
What?
I'm having problems scrolling. I don't know. They're,
You are having problems
Help
scrolling.
if you used my leg? I don't
Is
know.
this cold enough for me to drink yet?
Is that more effective?
I can't drink hot
Sorry.
chocolate when it's too hot. It gets too hot for me way too easily. I have to have like baby temperature hot chocolate. I'm
I'll
not.
feel AJ's.
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
Peter, go ahead and ask us that.
Okay. Nate Mare Sharp wants to know if you could choose between any pony from the main six, which would you each choose? That's a weird inversion.
I like that
Um,
Nate Mare thing. It's like Nate Mare.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, what are we choosing it for? Like, doesn't that completely
Mm.
depend? Like, if I'm trying to have one of them plan a party, I'm gonna choose Pinkie Pie.
Usually they mean favorite.
Okay. Well, if it's favorite, then I would have to go with Fluttershy.
Oh,
I super like Fluttershy.
She's so cute.
And yeah,
I
I mean
mean-
Fluttershy from seasons 1 and 2, because those are the only ones that I consider canon.
Gwen and I have been going back through MLP from the first season again. So we're only back to like season 2 already, but
Oh, so
I-
we're almost done with the series.
I'm almost done with the parts that I remember liking that much. But I want to like watch all of it
Sure.
again and see if I like it more on a second
Yeah.
viewing. I don't know. I have a thing for all the ponies because Applejack gets called AJ and Pinkie Pie has part of my last name. So I'm like a combination of those two ponies. Shut up!
We all knew he was a clopper.
Miss Gwendolyn is a pony.
We know she is.
Hey.
She is My Little Pony.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
That's unfortunate.
She's like Twilight Sparkle, though, to
I
me.
didn't realize you had that horse fetish. You ride her around too?
No. What? Gross. Stop. You're gross. You're ruining the ponies. Don't do it.
They've already been ruined, honey.
Yeah, they have been.
The crap are you doing, Mr. Mouse? He was like slinking around being
He's
like a
playing
snake.
with a toy.
He was a snake.
which is your favorite pony, Nate?
I don't watch that show.
What?
His favorite pony is the one that's on the fryer.
My favorite pony is Bad Horse from Dr. Horrible.
Yes. Nice.
I like Mr.
Nice for you.
Ed.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite pony is the first boss from Zelda 2.
Oh,
The
that guy is
horseman.
stupid.
My favorite pony's Ponyta.
You really should be
There you
here.
go. Ponyta. There you go.
I don't particularly like Ponyta anymore either. We have too many Ponyta here in Pokemon Go. They like just clog up everything.
Isn't there a pony in Zelda called like
Epona?
Epona?
Yeah.
It's a horse. Yeah, I guess Epona is okay.
No, that's the pony, isn't it? Yeah, that's a.
Anyway, ponies.
Mm.
Yay.
I
Ponies.
don't like My Little Pony, so I don't have a favorite. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll ask this question, I guess. Kiki Henry. That's one name. It's not two people. Kiki Henry. Question: do you have any tips for writing music and lyrics? And how? Do you guys stay? How do you guys stay so creative?
Ooh, I have a tip.
Yes.
Let someone who's better than you write them.
Okay.
That's how I do it.
Peter wrote 2 songs last year, right?
2?
I think so.
2?
Yeah.
I did Onyx the Rock Snake.
You wrote the music for another one. It's the one you keep forgetting about.
Like John.
No, that wasn't last
Oh.
year.
Yeah.
You wrote the music for Tingle Bells as well.
Oh, Tingle Bells, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And Nate did the first draft of Tingle's lyrics.
I did.
So you can see how it behooves all of
Alright.
us to just let someone better
Tips on how to write music.
do it.
Mess around with lyrics. Just start writing stuff that you think sounds good, and then eventually you'll find something that you actually want to write about, and then just make progress from there. Your first draft is never going to be as good as your last draft, and sometimes your first song's not going to be as great as some other songs that you're going to make, but you just got to start writing stuff and see where it goes.
Sometimes your first draft is your last draft.
It's true.
And that's usually a bad thing.
What?
What? Oh.
It's bad?
Sometimes the draft you write looks nothing like the draft that gets
It's true.
changed.
Speaking from experience, both you and me.
But I don't care.
I know. Anyway.
Well, I think sometimes you do need to go to bed and stop banging your head against a wall. If you can afford the time. That's the problem, is once you start trying to do it professionally, you don't always have the extra time. But I have found that things I do at night before going to sleep thinking I have to bang them out are terrible sometimes. And I'll wake up the next morning and immediately just do it right. That happened with Sister Location, where the night before I was trying to hammer out lyrics and music, both of them. Couldn't do it. Woke up kind of early the next day, sat down, and did it all at once. It was like boom, 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 and it was done. And I was like, I'm way happier with that. Same thing the next day with lyrics. Did a terrible job, went to bed, woke up, and right in bed, sat up, started typing, and worked out lyrics I thought were much better. So, don't shortchange yourself. That's my advice.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, rhymezone.com. That helps. It feels like cheating, but
Be careful with that though, because oftentimes it will suggest a rhyme, and then you'll be like, "Oh, that's a great idea," but you'll use like the wrong kind of word that only kind of means the thing. It's it's the same issue with the thesauruses.
True.
What happens is when you look up synonyms of a word that, and you're looking for one that rhymes with the word you're rhyming to, you'll often find a synonym, and you're like, "Oh, yay, it works!" Except that synonym is used in a different connotation usually, and so it doesn't actually make sense.
I would say, do your research. Don't just blindly take things out of there. Like, check what the actual definition is. Go check pronunciation on it, especially if it's going to be performed by somebody, because those are a big deal. And people don't tend to care about rhyming nearly as much as I do. So, obviously, you can get away with loose or even non-rhymes in a lot of music. But for us, that's usually a thing.
There was a question previously on
Yes.
who was playing Mr. Midnight in the Frambo song. Watch our year in review video that we posted a few.
Or you could just
years
show him the
ago.
cat. He's
I'm
right
trying
there.
to get people to watch our videos, Miss Bird.
Come here.
It's
Come
an
here.
economic
If it's
decision.
not FNAF, they don't care.
Yeah, but it's
Come here.
remember to care. Okay.
Come here.
Anyway, this creature that you're about to see, that's Mr.
Hi.
Midnight.
Oh, you're Mr. Midnight.
It's
You're the
actually Mr.
wrong
Meows.
It's
hugger.
true. His name's Mr. Meows.
You're not
He
even the
smells
right
bad.
hugger for Mr.
He
Midnight.
smells bad a lot.
What? Only when he licks himself a lot, because then he smells
Or when
like
he
himself.
farts, which
or
he does a lot.
when he just
Oh,
exists.
sometimes.
I think he's
Well,
a smelly
he's
cat.
cute and
He is
friendly.
very.
Meow, 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 meow.
I wish we
Yeah.
could home him.
And he's snuggly. He likes to snuggle. Don't you?
Only
Oh,
with
chip
him.
right now.
That's how AJ
Only
feels about
me.
Gotham.
Yeah, except this one doesn't swipe and bite you.
Yes.
He's
My
pretty
baby
friendly.
doesn't swipe and bite me.
Anyway.
Based on that, I forgot. I had a trivia question for you guys, a bonus round, we'll call it, for the year in review video. Because I remember thinking of everything we made last year, there's an interesting bit of trivia I wanted to test you guys on. Do you know, and maybe
Muffin Man?
you guys probably don't know because I think I already told you. And no, it's not the Muffin Man.
Damn.
Do you
Darn,
know
I mean-
which piece of music, which musical from last year had the oldest music of anything on our channel? Because one video that came out last year used music that was the earliest piece of music ever written for Random Encounters. And I'm curious to see if somehow one of you guys could guess it. I
I
assume.
don't remember.
Well,
I
I'm
know
not
you
gonna
told me
click
it's-
down until someone asks this question.
Okay, so while
You've
you
got
guys
some
think
time
about
to
that.
guess.
Yeah, you guys got some time. Who wants to read this question?
Caitlin Roberts asks if Phoenix Wright does really well on the channel. Do you think you'd make more in the future? Unlike FNAF.
Well, FNAF does really well, but we also don't want to make any more FNAF because we've already made 6 musicals out of it. We haven't thought about that much because we just assumed it wasn't going to do really well, which it's panning out to be average performance, not particularly great. But I mean, we like the universe.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to dip back into it. You guys would have to be overwhelmingly demanding
Aw,
for
but
it.
I want a Godot song.
Yeah, but
He's my favorite.
like FNAF, the problem is when you start adding one-offs to what was already a block storyline, it
Then people complain
Feels-
hardcore.
it feels weird to just kind of tack on. It's like an expansion to a game, except expansions make sense. I don't know.
People are guessing.
Yeah, they are.
guessing.
So I don't think we would go back to Phoenix Wright after this. This is a pretty gigantic script. It's the
It is.
longest
Professor
thing we've ever done.
How
So
many? It's 50 pages long.
50 pages is the original script. You have divide that into 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's going to be longer than the FNAF Supercut was. So
Just to give you a little preview, the previous the episode 1 of Phoenix Wright had around 200 shots in it, and it was around 7.5 minutes. The new one, episode 2, has 330 shots in it, and it's like 12 minutes. And the last episode will be longer than that.
I have not seen anybody guess the correct answer yet.
Cool.
Yeah. To the question
Can I
we
guess?
asked. Yes.
Blood and Tears.
No.
Oh,
Good guess though.
thank you.
You're warmer than some of
Hamilton,
these guesses.
someone says.
Hamilton.
Yeah, we did
The answer
that.
obviously is Hamilton. We wrote
Clearly.
that.
Professor Layton again.
Well,
And by the way, to everybody who always asks if we like or watched Hamilton, I have never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I've
It's
basically
good.
never listened to it.
I
so.
like it.
There you go. Nate.
I like Yuri on Ice more though.
I haven't seen it.
But that's not a musical, so
All right, AJ, it's time to answer up.
Yeah, nobody's gotten it. Okay. So the answer is it's not even on our channel. That's the funny part. It's on Markiplier's channel. Mark, when he did FNAF Night 4 with us, FNAF Night 4's music is music that I wrote way back, like either in college or possibly high school. It's really old. It's insanely old.
Obviously, he reworked it, and I resampled it.
Yeah, it got expanded, but pulling up that, I'd saved it forever thinking maybe this will be a Mega Man song. Maybe this will be... So it was in my computer from the beginning of Random Encounters, and I was like, this was a good enough tune, we should use it for something someday. And never got around to it. And then when we got Nights 4 and 5 going, and we needed music pretty quick to get that going, I was like, I think we've got a song already, and this may be the time finally to use the song from like 5 or 10 years ago. And then we used it. So there you go. That's your trivia for today.
Cool. Thank you, AJ. Mage Grassus. Will you do more series like The Shovel Werewolf? Possibly.
Will we do more Shovel Werewolf? Nate, would you
actually,
like to do more Shovel Werewolf?
like the Shovel Werewolf though, not the Shovel Werewolf.
Oh,
But Nate, would you like to do more Shovel Werewolf?
I would like to do more Shovel Werewolf, but we don't want to commit to anything because we don't know if October is going to be a really busy time of the year for us.
Uh-huh.
We did say even if we don't do a full 5-episode season, we still wanted to at least do a holiday special every year.
I
Yes.
suppose we never really answered that question.
Okay, that's good.
But
We do have a series of 5 or 6 videos coming up next year. Well, this year.
I was gonna say this year now.
We
Better be this year.
We can't release any information about what they are or
No.
why we're making them yet.
Mhm.
But as more information is
Yeah.
allowed to be shared, we will let you know.
Yeah, presumably they'll be non-musical though.
Yes, they will
So-
be non-musical.
More like the Shovel Werewolf.
Yeah, which is what. they're asking.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was slow. I was like, what are they talking about? No, okay. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You guys will probably get to hear about that in the next like 2 months or
And
something.
most likely only 10,000 people will watch.
Yeah,
Not
it'll
even.
probably because you guys don't watch things that aren't musical usually. You guys do.
That's true.
Anyone in this chat
That's
probably
true.
are the
in
kind of
chat
people
are
that do.
Probably
Yeah.
watching all of
Sorry, I group you in with the other 500 something
500,000.
thousand people, but obviously you guys are not the other 500,000
Don't
people
sit
that
on
are not
that.
watching.
Don't sit on my beautiful, beautiful Last Guardian box. I'll murder you.
Oh, don't get murdered, Mr. Meows. Bad things happen to people
AJ,
that
do
get
you want to
murdered.
read this question?
Question from Creepypasta330. Why did you have to move?
Because
Because
we were
we
asked
moved.
to.
Hey,
got
buddy.
a letter in the mail.
The thing
Yeah, we
is,
didn't actually have a better answer.
We don't own any of the houses we've ever lived in, so we rent.
Mhm.
And when you rent a place, there's usually some type of landlord or management company, and if for any reason they want you to move, they give you a notice, and then you have to move.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know what the notice. It didn't give us a reason on
No,
it.
and they're allowed not to give us a reason.
Yeah, it was really unusual.
I mean, to be clear, if you have a lease that has a predetermined amount of time on it, don't accept a landlord saying, "Oh, you have to move out now" in the term of that lease.
Yeah.
Because they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we had already expired our 2-year lease, and we're moving on to a month-to-month, where we were like, each month they would decide whether they wanted to keep us or not.
Yeah.
And at some point they were like, "No, we're done with you. Leave in 60 days."
Yep.
Which was a
That's what
very
happened.
generous amount of time.
Aren't they required to give us 60 days?
30.
Are you sure? Okay.
Oh, maybe not after 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was-
there might be
That's
a
an unusual question.
it might be only on rent control places, but
Okay.
there is some kind of clause somewhere that says if you've been there for 2 years, you need like 30
Mm.
days or 60 days or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
We have a 2-year lease on this house, so we won't be moving out anytime soon.
yes.
hopefully. I
Unless it
heard.
burns down.
Unless it
Yeah.
burns down or an earthquake somehow manages to destroy it or
Yeah.
whatever, then we'll have to move. But other than
Here's the
natural
hoping.
causes or not so natural causes because arson, we're probably going to stay here.
Yeah. We also moved from the house before that.
For the same
Into-
reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say they wanted to sell the property, but that was fun because our landlord for our older house
Hey,
was actually a fan on the channel and let us know in a letter that they were sorry for having us move out, but liked watching the videos. So we didn't get a letter like that on the last house. So I don't know if they watch the channel or not.
and our new landlords are kind of amused that we do YouTube videos.
Yeah. Miss Bird had like 8 wig heads on the counter
We're so amused.
and a bunch of wigs all over the place, and our landlord came in. She was like, "What is this?" And it was really funny. it was good.
It was cute.
I'm going to answer this question quickly. Yes, I made an Indiana Jones reference. I'm sick of seeing that question in the chat. So yes.
Nice.
3
that?
times I dropped.
What? When did you do that?
I said it way long ago.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Like today or?
Today, yeah, I don't
Oh.
know why I
Weird.
said it. But
Izzy Mays asks, "What musical are you least proud of?"
Mass Effect, which is sad because it's
Really?
my favorite franchise.
It beats Onyx.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
beats Clefairy?
I don't have pride one way or the other for Clefairy.
Okay, fair.
I have become numb to it.
I was gonna say the power of Pong usually ranks up there. because it was right before April Fool's Day, so it felt like an April Fool's joke. But then we had an actual April Fool's joke, which was like almost like a meta like double April Fools. I don't know,
Awesome.
but that one's pretty eh. And yeah, I think you guys should watch it because it's RE history. What else? Oh, yeah, the Onyx song is kind of meh.
They do something special for every Valentine's Day,
Uh
except probably this one.
Yep.
What?
We're
Did I
not.
say that?
oh. Yeah, this year
I
because of
mean-
Phoenix Wright, I'm not sure we're gonna do anything for Valentine's Day.
Because, I mean, we're trying to do Hello Neighbor for February, and that's not
Yeah.
really Valentine's Day.
No.
No, we
We
could
wanted
make
to
it.
do another Yandere song, but stuff didn't align right.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
Senpai will notice us this year.
Yeah.
Poor Senpai. Poor us.
Anywho,
For us.
He's proud.
sorry,
Probably-
I interrupted that question.
That I've been in probably Sister Location.
Least proud of?
Yeah. Because it's FNAF related, and, well, I have such a huge stigma against it. So I'm probably the least proud of that one. But that I've worked on, probably Clefairy. Probably. Yeah.
Clefairy gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
Poor Clefairy. That said, it is one of the worst Christmas songs we've done.
Yeah.
Although I don't like We Wish You a Merry Creeper. I don't consider that a musical, and yet
Uh-huh.
everybody else does, so
Fair.
I'm like, that one's like gameplay footage with a song that barely has changed. I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
That one I feel like is a real not musical. Nate, what are you least proud of on the channel?
I've only been in like 5, 6. I don't have anything. I don't know. I like Needle Mouse. I like Sonic Boom.
He's winning so far.
I enjoyed Layton. I feel like more people should watch Layton, considering people apparently asked for it forever and then didn't even watch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I
I asked for
enjoy-
Phoenix Wright forever. Now that one's barely getting watched too.
Yeah, I enjoyed Tingle. I know it creeped people out, but I enjoyed Tingle. It was fun to shoot, and it was a good.
You learned a lot on that.
It was a
project.
good learning experience. Yeah, I learned After Effects for Tingle, so pretty
All
much
of it.
Oh,
Bro.
I learned everything of After. Yeah. I learned everything.
Oh, I mean, heck no. Sorry.
Okay, I've
But-
cussed like 3 times on accident.
For the most part, almost like 99% of the green screen. No, I'd say 97% of the green screen work on Tingle was me, and then Peter did a couple of the harder shots that I didn't have time to learn or didn't feel like learning at the time. But
So what are you least proud of?
Yeah.
being your friend,
Okay.
Oh!
Fair point. Touche.
Shots fired!
I am least proud of the first episode of The Shovel Werewolf.
Ah.
All right.
It was too long. There was too much Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is funny because people ask more for Ivan.
it's
now,
true.
don't
There
they?
are some people that
Yeah.
ask for more Ivan and don't want him to transform as much or as quickly. But on the whole, I think most people find it better when he becomes the Shovel Werewolf quicker.
Including at least you and me. I don't know
Yeah.
about AJ and Sparrow.
I think
don't
there's a
watch
balance in
Shovel
between.
Night werewolf things.
Shovel Knight Werewolf.
Shovel Knight Werewolf. The Shovel Knight Werewolf.
My bad.
That's some shoveling.
Neon Blitz. What editing program do you use? We use a bunch of them. The entire house except for Miss Bird is on Adobe Cloud. So we use Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects, stuff like that. I use Pro Tools for sound editing.
Photoshop.
I like Vegas a lot.
She uses Vegas and VideoPad.
Well, video pads for my channel. When it's your channel
Fair.
stuff, then I use them.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm gonna answer this question.
And she's
answer
cut a
it.
few of the videos over the
I
last
have.
year for our channel, so
I
yeah.
started cutting videos for you guys back in 2015. Yeah.
So
No, stop. Where?
like you said, Photoshop. No, stuff.
Fun fact: I don't know how to use Photoshop. I've never used Photoshop.
I
I'm
don't know.
27 years old. And I don't know how to use Photoshop.
I
I
really,
feel like everybody knows how to use that, and I'm just like, I don't know.
I really want to use Filmora for a video because they're offering lots of money, and I want to do a video, edit a video with Filmora to take all of their money and show you guys how cool Filmora potentially is. I don't actually know, but I've heard a lot of good things. So that's a thing.
It looks like a good program. I'm
Yeah.
considering switching.
It looks like it's designed for people who didn't go to film school but still want powerful editing tools.
Like me.
Like you. So I'm kind of interested in that at some point.
Caitlin RC asked, Miss Bird, have you gotten to play The Last Guardian yet? I just started playing it yesterday because I have a friend who's also been waiting as long as I have to play this game, so we coordinated a time to play the game, and it was yesterday, and now we're going to finish it.
He's in the other room.
He is in the other room, and we're going to finish it today. Because it's a relatively short game, apparently. It's like only 14 hours long or something, so we are totally going to get it done today.
It's like they built 1 hour and 10 minutes of gameplay content per year.
Shut up. You know it took them that long, right? It was rendering all those feathers individually.
I know.
That's what took them so long.
Yeah, I heard that the feathers were absurd.
Oh, very absurd.
And I heard that they removed them from the main gameplay. Because they were too absurd.
Yep. When you get too ambitious.
I know the
But it's
feeling.
here, and so far it's really good. I like it. We've all been taking turns playing it. I'm looking for a question, that's why I'm stalling.
Oh, I was going to make it a convention announcement, actually.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
We have a convention coming up rather soon. It's one we go to every year, and it's called AOD, which at least used to stand for Animation on Display. It might be like Anime Now or something. I'm not sure. But we go to it every year, and it's in California near San Francisco.
Oh.
So we
Yes.
will be going to that, and if you guys want to see us there, stay tuned for more information, because we'll be posting a video probably about that. It's in March.
Are we allowed to announce potentially the other one?
Let's save that for...
Okay.
We are supposed to announce
Wait,
something about
did you
that,
just talk
though.
about AOD? Sorry, I was distracted by this question.
Yeah, we should announce there's a stream, so let me get the
We
details
should
for
announce
you.
there's a stream on the 21st, I believe.
That's what I was going to just look
Oh,
up.
Okay. We're doing a video game stream on the 21st for a charity event that that a convention is putting on. We haven't received much information about it yet, but I know that we're going to at least be playing Worms and Left 4 Dead 2 at some point during that day. So be on the lookout for that. Jump on when you get the chance. It should be amusing,
Also, going back to AOD for a second, Peter and I will not be there.
I think.
So
Is it-
it's only going to be AJ and Nate.
Is that actually true? I think so. We don't know if that's true. We've talked about it potentially being true.
Right. Yeah, it might just be Nate and I at the
I always want to
convention.
go to conventions, but I also want to visit the city,
Mhm.
and I never get to. So conventions are a huge letdown for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going this year.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry if we confused you. Before we move on to the next question, there will be a charity live stream that we're going to be doing with Sodec Con, which is South Dakota, a South Dakota convention, and that is going to be held on January 21st, which is coming up here in
Wow, I remember.
2 more weeks. Yeah, so we're going to be playing a couple games. It's a 24-hour event.
We're not playing for 24 hours.
I always
but-
forget how to say the disease, like mesothelioma or something like that.
Mesothelioma?
Yes, thank you. I believe it's a charity event raising money for victims of that disease. I'll try to confirm that. We'll post about it on social media. Social music.
Social media.
On social media. Victims of social media. Yeah, but that's going to be going on, and we've got a couple games we're playing with them during that. So please check back in if you like to keep up with us on those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
AJ?
Question from Just a Bit Dutch. Should I Photoshop AJ in a Clefairy?
I'm really not sure what this means.
Inside a Clefairy?
In a Clefairy?
Like, it's
No.
creepy no matter what. So yes, probably.
No, I was going to say, I think the answer is no, no matter what.
Oh, my bad.
You should
Oops.
probably not. No Photoshopping me in a Clefairy,
Oh,
please.
oh, okay.
As Clefairy, that's okay, because I like fan art.
Yes. Let's
Who else
see
has
here.
questions?
Ooh, Kim Bond, are you planning any musicals with other YouTubers this year? We don't actually.
This is for you, because I need a pee real bad.
Do it. We don't actually. Ow, ow, ow.
Sorry.
That's right. We don't actually have any explicit plans this year for other YouTubers to be in our stuff, which is unusual, I know, but we're trying to kind of be independent, as it were. That doesn't mean we're not going to. I mean, we have a musical that we really want Mark to be in one day because it's right up his alley. So, maybe that will happen one day, but right now, the people that we typically work with, Mark and Nate, are pretty busy and it's whatever. We have to be our own YouTube channel anyway. What the? I think those are holes from a cat.
We don't have any plans to work with Jacksepticeye again this year.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, he's on a different continent, and getting a collab set up with somebody that far away is tricky. So we'll see. We never write things out, but YouTube advice for you: don't make a channel that is reliant on other bigger YouTubers. And I know that's difficult because that's how you get successful a lot of times. But if people only come to your channel to watch somebody else, then you have to somehow get that other person to give up their lifetime to be in your videos all the time. And that's just not possible. So that's a big problem that Random Encounters has right now, is that our fans are actually just Markiplier fans who watch on our channel. And it makes it very hard for us to succeed if we're not good enough for a lot of our subscribers. And that's not necessarily you guys, but a lot of our subscribers don't care what Nate or Peter or I are doing, or Miss Bird is doing.
Yeah.
We might call attention to you though. We're gonna call attention to John.
Oh man, we have a special guest. Woo!
Hi, John.
Everyone can see you.
We have a special
Yeah,
guest.
they can see you in the back.
Yeah.
He's
Like a
huddled.
creepy, weird monster thing.
Hello, John.
As usual. Hello.
That's Edgeworth
That's Edgeworth and Sands.
People are like, no, it's
and
not.
Sands.
But it is.
Yeah,
Oh, but it is.
Oh dear.
that's him.
Yeah. Can you believe that? It's true.
Also, we shot a month ago, so that's why
His hair is
isn't
crazy again.
insane in the video.
Insane. Well, he's wearing a freaking wig.
Well, yeah, but like he has a lot of hair right now.
Was it more or less insane?
I thought it was less insane.
You got a haircut with us.
That's true.
Yeah, you got a haircut and your hair was gone.
Yes, and I'm very glad to have it back.
Is that John from the WarioWare live stream? I think it is, isn't it?
You were in the WarioWare live stream?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Good question.
that was a thing.
Weird.
AJ, you would go.
I know we did a turbo
No.
dismount business, but
Oh yeah, we did that too.
We did do a turbo dismount.
And you were probably on the bomb game.
You were at one point, yeah.
Yeah. So he's been on Replayed a lot,
He has been on replay.
which is, as you may or may not know, turned off for the moment.
It's dead.
For now.
I didn't kill it.
Maybe no, you didn't.
I tried to keep it alive.
You tried. We killed it because we're assholes.
Got
Jerks.
so tried so hard.
Anywho.
Got so far.
None of us read Homestuck.
But in the end,
Just
I
throwing
tried
out.
to read Homestuck, and it sucks. I'm sorry. I am a Problem Sleuth fan. All right, that was where it's at. Homestuck, not so much. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What did you?
I just wanted to throw out there for more demonstration of why Replayed did not
Context,
continue.
Yeah.
By the end of its lifetime, it was getting less than 1,000 views on a video, which I know for a lot of you, 1,000 views. If you can get 1,000 views, that sounds great
No,
and
Mr.
amazing.
Meows, no.
Yeah, he likes.
Why are you-
He's like, the text is moving. I need it.
Ugh.
For a channel that has supposedly
Mr.
500,000
Rios, you can't
people,
read the question.
with 500,000 people supporting you, and yet less than 1,000 of them will look at your content, that should imply that your content is not really succeeding.
Yeah.
And also for reference, usually people say on YouTube you're making like between $1 and $2 per 1,000 views. That's usually the kind of number you see. If you look at it like that, to have like 4 people working on a channel and putting up like 3 videos a week that make about $3, how would I survive with like splitting $3 between like 4 people? It doesn't make sense to go, yeah, let's keep working on that every week.
Except they
So
were paying all me the money.
that's true too.
It's true, but your channel makes more than Replayed now.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, overall maybe, but like,
Like,
we were
as in-
consistently getting 50 a month.
Uh-huh.
I'm still getting about 30.
Yes, but you also work substantially less on your channel than Replayed. Like, if you worked the same quantity on your channel as you did Replayed, it would make so much more money.
But I feel like, well, I mean, I agree with you, but I feel like because the Let's Play market is so saturated that you have to work harder to make it work for you because
Well,
there's
that's our
so
problem.
much
We
content
didn't want to
out
work
there.
harder. I know.
I didn't care.
Yeah. Also, by the end, when we start doing things like sarcastic game reviews and stuff like that, those are more work. They're harder than just doing a Let's Play series.
Yeah.
True.
But those things sometimes were doing. I don't know. I guess they weren't actually doing better.
No, they weren't.
All I know is that we were starting to do things like Mako racing, which took like a week of work.
That took
A week of work for like one or two people. It was like both of you guys working for like a week on it, and it made like $3 or less. It was like probably $1. Doesn't make sense to say Peter and Nate work for a week for $1. You can't do that. You can't even get people, I think, in like crazy third world countries to do that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, maybe. It's not like I've hired anybody overseas to work.
They make
Anyway.
it 34 cents a day.
Anyway, so that's sorry. Long story told long. Replayed was not making nearly enough money to support
Chicken
us
beef
spending
or
that
pork?
time on it.
Chicken, beef, or pork?
The musical channel
You
does
white
much better.
people are racist.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
I mean, I'm not going to deny it. So go back to whatever country you're from.
They can whatever that didn't even imply what country they're from.
No.
But I was being racist.
Oh, okay.
That's what racist people say, right?
Okay.
Yes. Let's see here. I can't slow down. No.
Also, sorry I'm on my phone. I'm ordering delivery. I has people.
Oh. Question. How long has the feature to love comments been around? I got a couple of notifications recently. That was by Alicia is Awesome. There is a new feature on YouTube called Love, and basically it allows the creator of a video to click on I love this comment to basically tell tell the commenter, hey, we really liked your comment, and only the creator can use that feature. So if you ever get someone loved your comment, if you ever get that in your notifications, that's actually the creator doing it, and that's been around for maybe only a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool feature. I was really hoping though that you could, as a creator, look at all of the comments that you loved, because then I could just go down and love comments
For like a comments
for
video.
a comments video, and that would be really convenient to like store comments
Yeah.
easily. But unfortunately, you don't have that option, which is a shame. I've suggested it to YouTube. Maybe they'll add it. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty handy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what love commenting is. It's pretty cool.
Is it possible to see that in notifications on like Google Plus or something?
Oh, interesting. I might be able to sort through notifications.
Like an
there.
activity of
Right.
you loved this, you loved that.
Oh no, because it doesn't tell you what you loved.
Oh really?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Facebook would tell you, I think, things you liked. Maybe
That's true. They do. I don't know.
I
Anywho.
lose track.
Anywho, why is this? There we go. Let's see here.
John, do you want a chair?
Do what?
Do you want a chair?
Oh no, that's all right. I don't think I'm even on camera right now.
You are.
What?
Oh, no, you're not. You're right.
You're hiding.
I'm being very still.
All right.
John is also our dungeon master. We played
That's-
D&D like once.
I was
He's
gonna
totally
say,
our dungeon master.
Very infrequent.
Well,
Would
maybe
you
we'll
guys,
change that.
Question: would you guys? Oh, sorry. Black Wolf Fellas. Would you guys ever consider remaking a musical? We've talked about basically taking the song and resampling the song, re-recording the song, and then making an animation out of it.
Yeah.
We would be open to doing that, but it's a lot of work, and we just don't have the time or money to pass it off to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
anyone.
Animators are pretty expensive,
Yeah,
so
like
and we're not
talking
good
about,
enough ourselves.
What was it, $5,000? If you were to do the entire video,
It costs a lot. All I know is that it costs more than we can afford.
Yeah.
so. But it makes me jealous because I see other channels doing it all the time. I see Starbomb doing it. You know, I
But,
see
like,
even Nate
it's all
started
about what
doing
you can
it.
afford. If you're not
Yeah.
making enough to support $1,000 per minute of animation,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Animators are talented people.
yeah, and they come at a price.
Come here. Come here. I see you, kid.
Oh, Nate, Caitlin wants to know what you use to make your hair so vibrant.
This hair?
Yes.
Nothing. This is like the longest my hair's been in months because I'm
It's
lazy
so
and
vibrant,
haven't
though.
shaved it.
Oh, it's flowing locks.
I
of
fear shaving
beauty.
it for the night. Like we go out on a poke walk and I have a bald head and it's like
Oh.
windy as heck and
Too cold.
too cold.
Amazing.
That's funny.
If you're referring to Ivan's hair,
Mm.
that's fake. Sorry. Spoiler alerts. The hair that Ivan wears in
I
the
like-
Shovel World is fake.
I like to imagine you grow your hair out for those and then shave it all off again. And then by like 2 weeks later, it's grown that
That's
long.
not even the color it would grow.
That's true.
Oh gosh.
Nate used to have really long hair, kind of like that.
I did.
But
I
it
did
was
have really long
it was
hair.
dark and
Wasn't it
stuff.
like a mullet?
No.
No, not really.
He did have a ponytail at some point.
You can tell
Ish.
I have long hair in Needle Mouse because I wasn't bald for
Yeah.
Big Man.
I forgot about this.
Okay, Neon Light request: can you make an Undertale series like you did with FNAF? It would be the best. Do you think so?
Actually, just talk to us about
Well,
that. Like,
we're getting blown out.
Oh, the sun came in. Hi, sun.
Yeah, I was trying to sit back because I was like convinced that I was glowing.
Well, we're all glowing now.
Everybody's glowing.
You answer the question. I'll take care of it. No,
Sure.
Sit down.
Okay, so we've talked about doing it. Undertale as a series. It wouldn't be necessarily in continuity though. What that means is you wouldn't have to watch each video in order. It wouldn't be like episodic. It would be more like standalone videos of each of the characters. And we've also talked about having the same people always play them so that, like in some cartoons or something where you keep meeting the same person, but they're dressed differently, and you go, haven't I met you before? And they're like, no, that was my brother, or whatever. It's always the same person. Actually, in the Donkey Kong games, K. Rool does that. Peter valiantly dancing places is like the best thing.
freaking gas.
We need like a gif of him doing that. Or that, for example, Winston Payne, and then it's Gaspin Payne, and it's his brother. It's like, looks exactly the same, or pretty much the same.
Different hair, yeah.
Yeah. So we've talked about doing something like that with Undertale, where you keep running into the same person as the different parts, and Frisk doesn't, know whether to trust it's the same person or somebody different each time, because they always look different, like the character they're playing. But I don't know if we're gonna do it or not. My voice is so terrible.
But unlike
And then they watch me puke on a live stream.
But
Wow.
unlike Phoenix Wright, we expect that an Undertale series like that would actually get a lot of viewership, which is a good thing. We enjoy the Undertale world, so that's a good thing. We enjoy making musicals that don't have a lot of expense to them, and these ideas wouldn't, so that's a good thing. So it's fairly probable that we're going to start trying to push into that a little bit.
Yeah. Also, Nate has now finished Undertale. My girlfriend Gwen, I got her Undertale for Christmas. So, like, more and more
John
of us
got
are...
me Undertale, and I still haven't played it.
Don't worry, I
Oh.
haven't played it either.
He got me
Well,
Undertale, I don't know, 2 years ago? it seems
John
like?
has good taste.
I bought it on like the first and beat it on like the fourth.
Yeah. Anyway, so we like
Maybe.
Undertale. You guys like Undertale. It seems like a good match.
Let's see here. Anything...
Question, will you sing your favorite musicals with lots of marshmallows in your mouths?
No, I
No,
won't.
you can.
We have enough trouble singing them normally,
It's true.
but as a challenge
Especially
video.
because he doesn't give us time to learn the songs. He's like, here, now you need to sing it. And it's like,
Well, YouTube is on a fast turnaround too.
It
We have
is.
to have a new musical number every 3 or 4 weeks. So no matter how you slice that, it's really hard to get more than a few days of time to get familiar with your song.
it's true.
Because first week would be make the idea, start the music. Second week would be learn the music and film the musical. Third week would be start editing the musical and try to have it up before that fourth week comes along. That's tough.
All right, food's on its way.
Yay.
Is Nate the food? We could eat Nate.
Uh,
He's already here. He's not even on his way. He's right here. I could eat him right now.
Sparrow, do you watch Yuri on Ice and any other animes? I just finished Yuri on Ice, and I was very lukewarm about it, but then it started growing on me. So I'm kind of really fangirling about it now.
lukewarm because it was cold.
It was called, haha, yeah, it's so funny. But
Ew.
I do avidly watch anime, so yep.
All right. Somebody
Honey and
requested.
cheese.
Somebody requested the Bonnie voice, and with a cold, this is gonna be interesting.
This is Bunny voice. This is how I sound right now. This is the worst Bunny voice I've ever done. I'm so sick. Achoo, achoo.
That's terrible.
Where did Peter get his awesome shirt?
I bought it for him at a convention.
She did. We match.
We
Can you
do.
see?
I have Godo on mine though.
I have him.
And it's his
Him.
blend number 107.
I assume this is a him, but it might be a her.
True.
I have no way of knowing.
It could be Finn.
It could be Finn.
You could have Finn on your shirt.
No.
You have a Force Awakens shirt.
Yes.
That's what you'll tell people.
2187.
Yes.
How does he? I don't even know how he does it. Like, how do you? Is it like that? I forget how to do it.
What
Like,
are we
is it
doing?
like JJ style? I'm trying to figure. Uriana. I just
okay.
saw someone try it. I'm like,
Gotcha.
I can't figure out how to do it. It's something like that.
Let's see here.
Miss Bird, what is your next obsession musical now that Phoenix Wright is getting made? Do you have any other game that you are obsessed with us doing something
Did
for?
I want you to do something for? That is a
the
great
Portal
question.
remake that you're doing.
What?
The Portal song that you're doing.
I'm doing a Portal song.
Aren't you?
It's not a musical.
Well, whatever, right?
Well, I'm not obsessed with it.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm working on an acapella song with another YouTuber that is, you probably never heard of because he's really small.
On her channel.
He's the
On
one
his
that's made.
channel, technically.
What?
I'm putting it on his channel,
Oh, okay.
and I'm directing to it, so
Gotcha.
he gets more subscribers because
Right.
I'm bigger than him. But as for what would I want you guys to make? Grim Fandango.
Oh,
That would be the next one, I think.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
not TF2 stuff. You're pretty over TF2, huh?
Well, I'm not over it, but like you guys aren't doing anything with it, so
Yeah,
It got too big.
the
Yeah.
casting stuff has gotten too difficult. I don't know any gigantic Russian people. Nate's gonna be our heavy. Totally gonna happen.
I mean that makes sense. You just
Yeah.
shoot him from low angles, and then like he's bigger and taller.
Put you on an Apple box all the time. I am heavy.
My friend Nathan Hall is working on his demo man voice.
Ah,
Nice.
okay. Good. Might actually be doable, except Dodger is gonna be difficult as heck
She
to
will.
schedule with.
Well, that's what happens when you make a
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. Well, she did a good job.
BB Monkey wants to know, who do you guys like watching on YouTube?
I have a huge subscriber list.
She watches a lot of YouTube.
I
Oh,
do.
I was gonna swipe me. Don't swipe me. I just want my feet there.
Um,
Swipe me.
Like, I don't watch YouTube much at all. The only times I really actually actively watch YouTube is when I'm looking through technical tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
So, most people don't care about that.
You're bad at YouTube.
I'm very bad at YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
A
not
lot
a
of-
YouTuber,
A
guys.
lot of the YouTubers I watch are music people,
Mm-hmm.
with the occasional vlogger.
What kind of music people are vloggers?
Well, I am infatuated with KHS, Alex Goot, all of those people. Mika Kitty used to be kind of music. She went through like a phase of being like vlogger, music vlogger, so now she's kind of doing the whole vloggy, her own music kind of stuff. So I watch her. Yeah, so people.
Do you watch YouTube, Nate?
Sometimes.
He just opens the browser and looks at it.
Yeah, I just look at the homepage. I'm like,
Oh, that's a cool homepage.
I actually have a very small subscriber list. I'm subscribed to maybe like 15 channels, and even then, I only tend to watch like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Cinemassacre quite a lot, which is the Angry Video Game Nerd. Their big, overwhelming channel, Cinemassacre.
Mhm.
So it's not just the Angry Video Game Nerd. It's like, their Let's Plays or like their reviews and stuff like that. And I actually tend to watch bad lip reading a lot. I really like bad lip reading.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
We tend to quote that Seagulls Yoda song a lot, and that's bad lip reading. They do some original songs every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I do watch Epic Rap Battle, though I'm not like super attached to them or anything, but I do watch them whenever they release a new one. But I've actually been pretty disappointed with all the new ones. I think they kind of... I was just telling AJ the one they did with Stevie Wonder versus Wonder Woman, like the only connection was Wonder in the name. And
Wow.
it was like, this song just sucked. Like, sorry
Yeah.
guys, it sucked.
I'm mostly like the channel I watch the most is Game Theory, and I keep up pretty well with that.
Mhm.
I don't know if I count as a loyal theorist or not, because I don't do any theories myself. So I'm like a passive, lazy theorist. I just wait for somebody smarter to like do all that work,
Count as theories.
and then I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. But yeah, I especially like when MatPat does like theories based around things that we're also doing, like FNAF. Like when he was doing FNAF theories, we were still working on FNAF the musical. So it was really kind of fun to get to like see what he, is theorizing is like the story behind this stuff, or like sister location, and us doing things that might tie into his theory or might not. And so I enjoy that channel.
So basically, other than Miss Bird, we don't actually watch much YouTube at all
No.
because we're bad YouTubers,
Another thing
We're
I do on
making
YouTube
it.
is I see what's trending.
which is good.
And then I usually tip them off, which is partly why there's gonna be a Hello Neighbor musical, because that was like everywhere on YouTube and Steam and all that. So I'm on top of crap. Woo!
With that, it is 1 o'clock.
Yep.
I do have an appointment coming up at 1:30, so we should probably wrap things
We'll
up.
be here at 1:58.
Are there any other questions that are just generic things that we usually cover? For example, somebody asked about remixes and covers, and those are generally fine. Just give us credit.
Do not take our musical and upload it to your
True.
channel.
That
and
doesn't
credit
count as a
us.
remix.
That doesn't count as a remix or
Yeah,
anything.
that's a straight up just reposting of content we already made. So
Do something creative, and
Yeah.
that's usually acceptable as long as we get some credit for
yeah,
it.
we don't crack down on people unless you post our thing and claim that you made it yourself without us or something.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're pretty chill about it. If you want to use it for a talent show, that's fine, because people do that.
I've seen several questions about who is what in the Phoenix Wright musical. If you watch to the very end, there is a credit title list. If you read the credits, then you will see who plays who.
Yes.
Yeah, so go check that out. Someday we'll copy and paste that into the description probably too.
That's a good point. We should probably do that.
Yeah.
And in terms of instrumentals, we lazily, because I haven't done it yet, give out instrumentals on Patreon to Patreon people as long as they're at the right tier. But other than that, generally we don't give out instrumentals because it's complicated and weird and whatnot.
Yeah.
So sorry, we also don't have sheet music because we just don't operate like that.
Some people have started working on sheet music,
Yeah.
but we're not offering it anywhere officially yet.
Yeah.
So if you want instrumentals, go check us out on Patreon. Maybe that makes sense for you to get some instrumentals, or maybe not.
Please, can you show Nate? Ta-da!
There he is. Nate's here. Woo! Congratulations, Nate. You've been seen. Oh, and if you want a T-shirt, I've got like my Baby I Love You one. I know a lot of you guys already have them, but you can buy them on, was it crowdmade.randomencounters.com or
No.
crowdmade.com/randomencounters. Yeah, or you can get us get other shirts from us on Spreadshirt. Both of them are linked, I think, on our YouTube channel main page. So take a look at those. Follow us where you will. Stay tuned for updates about conventions and the live stream on the 21st. I think that's it. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We do this every month on the first Saturday, so we'll see you on the first Saturday of February at noon Pacific time,
Or on the 21st.
or on the 21st at that live stream. That's a good point. All right, let's get out of here. AJ, beard salute. Woo! That's the sickest beard salute.
And then he hacks up alone.
Oh, I feel like I'm dabbing every time. There you go. That's your dabbing.
No one mentioned dabbing this stream.
I know.
That's because it's
Because I've been dabbing like every 5
but
minutes
see,
and I'm like
it's blacklisted,
coughing.
But we would see the quality that nobody else can.
Gotcha. That's a good point. Good
Oh,
job,
man.
guys. No one mentioned dabbing.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.